selling milk, you know, selling milk. Someone who used to give me milk, and then he gives me 500 per day. So he give me, I go supply his milk with a jerrycan, and then you go supplying families. And then I met someone told me, you're so young, why do you need to work at a young age? I told him my story, I don't have parents, and my father was there, but still, it's like I didn't have anyone, because my father was also homeless, you know.
Very poor.
Very poor. He was on a skull on some gate, but that's what he had. And if it was just from there, he didn't have anywhere to go. And I told him that I can take you back to school. He told me which class. I counted. I'm like, since my mother died, I think I should have been like in P3 by now. I told him P3. He took me to P3 in Mbalala. I stayed there for a year, and which God did a miracle for me. There were a little bit, the man had a case in the court.
Okay.
So he was defeated. And then they told him to pay a lot of money, you know. And he told me, you know what, I'm running broke. I think you need to go back on the street. Even my own child, they can't now afford to go to school. So I had to go back on the street. And then when they asked me which class, I told them senior one, because most of my age mates were saying...
From P3 to senior one?
They were saying, senior one, senior one, senior one, senior one, senior two. So I looked around, I'm like, what should I say? I said senior one. And then they took me to Ruvidi Secondary School. I didn't know anything. But before telling you the Ruvidi Secondary School story, let me first tell you the story of me in P3. First time I was among the last. I worked so hard. Second time I was in 20-something position. I don't remember, 25th around there, out of 60 in a class. And then third term, they told me, if you don't improve, we are going to take you back to the street. I worked so hard, all my life. And God made a miracle for me. The red number one, they didn't attend. And remember, this is a third term where everyone takes the report. Second one, he didn't. Third one, they didn't. Fourth, no. Fifth, no. Sixth, he didn't come. Seventh, didn't come. And they said, if we read the eighth and it's not here, we are going to take back the gift. They were giving a pen and a book. And then guess what? The eighth was me. 7 people didn't attend. Last term. You know, it's impossible. 7 didn't attend. And the 8th was me. I will never forget that. And I think God wanted to show me that, please, keep going. You can make it. You know, remember going to P3, I jumped 2 classes, P1 and P2.
Yeah, and then you jumped P4, P5, P6, P7.
Then when the man took me back to the street, I had to jump P4, P5, P6, P7.
And
then I went to S1.